China released DeepSeek R1, an advanced AI tool designed for deep data analysis that is an immediate rival to America's OpenAI.
China just disrupted the AI industry with DeepSeek R1, a model claimed to rival ChatGPT for just $6 million. The fallout was immediate, investors panicked, and over $1 trillion was wiped off the US stock market. Some of the biggest names, Meta, Oracle, Alphabet, saw their stock prices nosedive. But NVIDIA felt the hardest impact, a single-day loss of $600 billion, the worst in US stock market history, even surpassing the 2008 financial crash. How did this happen?
In OpenAI years and billions of dollars to build the latest AI large language models, but now a Chinese research lab has built a competitive model in just 2 months with dumbed-down GPUs.
China has been under strict US sanctions, blocking access to advanced AI chips like NVIDIA's H100 GPUs. Yet somehow, DeepSeek managed to train an AI model that supposedly rivals the best American AI systems. Did China find a way around these restrictions? Did they develop their own high-performance AI chips? Or is this entire story built on misleading claims? Today, we're cutting through the hype and uncovering the real story behind DeepSeek's AI. Is this a true AI revolution? Or is the $6 million claim just smoke and mirrors? Let's find out. The $6 million myth exposed. The biggest claim about DeepSeek R1 was that it was trained for just $6 million. But this number is incredibly misleading. AI training costs are never just about one number. They depend on compute resources, infrastructure, and continuous development. Dario Amodei, the co-founder of Anthropic, publicly challenged this claim, pointing out that DeepSeek's numbers don't add up. He revealed that Anthropic's Claude 3.5 Sonnet, a model trained nearly a year ago, cost tens of millions to develop, and it still outperforms DeepSeek R1 on most benchmarks. So where did the $6 million number come from? It likely represents only one phase of training, not the full cost of development. For comparison, training GPT-4 is estimated to have cost over $100 million, and training Claude 3.5 wasn't far behind. Even Meta's Llama 2 models required significant investments. Another key detail, AI training costs decrease over time. Amodei estimates that costs shrink by about 4 times per year. That means DeepSeek's cost efficiency is not revolutionary. It's simply in line with expected industry trends. If DeepSeek didn't actually disrupt AI training economics, what's the real story here? The answer lies in how much money they've actually spent behind the scenes. DeepSeek's real investment. Reports suggest that DeepSeek had access to 50,000 NVIDIA Hopper GPUs. And if this figure is accurate, it means their compute infrastructure alone is worth close to $1 billion. The cost of H100 chips, which are among the most powerful AI accelerators available, ranges between $20,000 and $40,000 per unit. Even at the lower end of this estimate, DeepSeek's hardware investment rivals that of major US AI labs. For comparison, OpenAI and Anthropic run similar or slightly larger GPU clusters to support their models. The massive hardware investment required for cutting-edge AI development suggests that DeepSeek's total spending is not vastly different from US competitors. While DeepSeek's training cost for a single model may have been lower, the reality is that large-scale AI development is still dominated by massive infrastructure investments. This is precisely why Dario Amodei and other AI experts are pushing back against the narrative that DeepSeek has somehow redefined the economics of AI. The reason their training cost appears lower isn't because they discovered a groundbreaking cost-saving technique. It's because they invested heavily in scalable infrastructure, which naturally reduces per-model training costs over time. The ability to reuse GPUs across multiple training runs is a known advantage, and companies like Google DeepMind, OpenAI, and Meta already leverage similar efficiencies. The biggest misunderstanding here is that DeepSeek's most important AI breakthrough wasn't R1 at all. It was something entirely different. The real innovation happened before R1 was even announced, and yet the media's focus has been on the wrong model this entire time. The real innovation was DeepSeek V3. While most of the media focused on DeepSeek R1, Dario Amodei points out that the real technological leap was DeepSeek V3, which launched a month earlier. Unlike R1, which grabbed headlines, V3 was a pre-trained model that came remarkably close to the performance of state-of-the-art US models while being significantly cheaper to train. Its real innovation came from two key breakthroughs. First, advanced key-value cache management dramatically improved memory efficiency, allowing the model to handle longer contexts without performance drops. This meant that DeepSeek could process more information in a single prompt, enhancing its ability to retain and analyze data effectively. Second, DeepSeek introduced mixture of experts, MOE optimization, refining the way MOE models distribute compute power. This advancement made AI inference faster and more cost-effective, giving DeepSeek an edge in efficiency. But here's the catch. DeepSeek R1 wasn't a major step forward. It simply added reinforcement learning to DeepSeek V3, a technique that most AI companies are already implementing. While R1 was marketed as a groundbreaking development, it was really just an incremental upgrade built on top of existing innovations. This is where the problem lies. The market overreacted. Investors and analysts focused on the wrong model, fueling hype around a technology that didn't actually change the AI landscape. And that overreaction led to one of the biggest financial impacts in AI history. Why this AI breakthrough won't last. Right now, we're at an unusual moment in AI history, a temporary crossover point where multiple companies, including new players like DeepSeek, can produce models with high reasoning capabilities. But this window isn't going to last. AI development follows a clear pattern. The companies with the biggest infrastructure and compute power eventually dominate. It's not just about training costs. It's about who can scale the fastest and sustain long-term advancements. Right now, any AI lab with a large enough compute budget can train a powerful model. But the next stage of AI, enhanced reasoning and more advanced reinforcement learning, requires significantly more resources. This is why experts like Dario Amodei argue that DeepSeek's achievement, while impressive, doesn't fundamentally change the economics of AI. The industry is already moving toward models that are even more compute-intensive, meaning that only the most well-funded companies will be able to keep up. Simply put, DeepSeek made a strong entrance, but it won't rewrite the rules of AI development. The future will still be dictated by those who control the largest compute clusters, the most advanced AI research, and the deepest funding pools. AI hype is dangerous.
To see the DeepSeek new model, it's super impressive.
The announcement of DeepSeek R1 didn't just shake up the AI world. It sent financial markets into chaos. NVIDIA's stock plummeted by $600 billion in a single day, contributing to a total market wipeout of over $1 trillion. Investors scrambled to reassess their bets on AI, leading to major sell-offs across tech stocks, including Meta, Oracle, and Alphabet. And this highlights a bigger issue. AI hype can be incredibly misleading, often built on incomplete or exaggerated narratives. When investors hear that an AI model was trained for just $6 million, they assume AI development costs have collapsed overnight. But as we've broken down, that number was taken out of context. The real cost of running cutting-edge AI models includes infrastructure, deployment, and long-term improvements, expenses that still reach into the billions. This is why AI markets are volatile. Every time a so-called breakthrough is announced, the market either skyrockets in enthusiasm or spirals into panic-driven sell-offs. But the truth is, AI development isn't changing overnight. It's still an arms race dominated by those with the deepest pockets and the largest compute power. DeepSeek's announcement is a prime example of how misleading narratives can disrupt financial markets. And as AI competition intensifies, we're likely to see even more overhyped claims sending shockwaves through the industry. The truth about DeepSeek's AI. To put everything into perspective, the idea that DeepSeek built a ChatGPT-level AI for just $6 million is completely misleading. The real cost behind DeepSeek's AI is hidden in billions of dollars worth of compute infrastructure. Reports indicate that the company had access to 50,000 NVIDIA GPUs, which would put their total investment at around $1 billion, a figure that aligns with the spending of major US AI labs like OpenAI and Anthropic. Another critical point is that DeepSeek R1 was not the real innovation. The real technological leap was DeepSeek V3, a pre-trained model that made significant efficiency improvements. However, the media and markets focused on R1 instead, fueling hype around what was ultimately an incremental update rather than a groundbreaking advancement. This moment of cost parity in AI development is temporary. Right now, multiple companies appear capable of training high-performing AI models. But this won't last. As AI scaling continues, the advantage will once again shift back to those with the deepest pockets in the largest compute clusters. The long-term trajectory of AI development remains an arms race, where access to compute power, infrastructure, and sustained investment dictates success. DeepSeek's model didn't change this reality, it only reinforced it. So what do you think? Did DeepSeek actually disrupt AI development? Or is this just another overhyped story? If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.